I'm Nikki Montgomery. We're at the 12th annual Country Cares for St. Jude Kids Radiothon, and I'm here with some very special guests. We've got Anthony Gasick here and his mom. Anthony Gasick, you are actually a survivor of a brain tumor that has actually impaired your vision. We want to talk a little bit about that. First of all, how old were you when you were diagnosed?
16 months.
16 months old, and you had to undergo some pretty vigorous treatment. Mom, tell us a little bit about the treatment that Anthony had to go through.
Well, the treatment that he was selected for, what they do is they have what's called a protocol, and it's like a blind study almost. We don't get to pick which one that he's in. They just picked A or B, whichever one it was, and that's the one he was in. And unfortunately, at the time, they didn't have it doses for toddler or younger, so he had to have these huge capsules that we had to give to him. We had to break them apart into small little doses because this chemo that was supposedly proven to be the best was only in adult doses, only available in adult doses. So there were times, and we only had like a 5-minute window that he had to have them, and it had to be on certain days. For instance, like he had to have it at 4 o'clock, and we only had 5 minutes to give it to him. So we had it at midnight, then again at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then again at 5 o'clock in the morning. So we had to break apart these capsules, and we had to separate them, and they had to be stored in wax paper. They couldn't be stored any other way. And then we could mix them, but as soon as we put them and mix them up, we had to give them to him, and within 5 minutes it had to be gone. And when you have a toddler who really doesn't understand, you can't really tell them, no, you have to have this or you will die. That's really, yeah, it's very disheartening. But I think the only thing that ever kept me going through it is that when I was in the hospital and I was holding Anthony one time when we were still at St. Joe's, I told God, I said, thank you for letting me have Anthony. He's only 16 months old. Take him home if you would like to take him home. He is yours. Thank you for letting me have him. And he is my angel. And I know I'll always have a special angel in heaven if we take him home. And after that, to me, I was just, once I gave it over to God, things were so much easier for me.
And God obviously took care of you, because here you are today. Anthony, you are a very, very special kid. You and I have gotten to know each other over the years. And I really appreciate everything that you do, because you do like to share your story. I do want to talk to you a little bit about the things that you aspire to be, the dreams that you have, and what you've done to accomplish those, even though brain tumor has actually left you with a bit of an impairment. So let's talk about some of the things. I know you do some adventurous stuff that you were told you never would be able to do.
Yes, very much adventurous. During the summer, I fly a 2-seater 1946 Air Coupe. It's a little old single-engine propeller plane. I go flying with a good friend of the family. He used to teach driver's ed back in Wolseley back in the day, and he has a couple planes, so we go flying every summer. And during the winter, my dad has a 63 Chevy Nova SS, and we go up to Merrill and we drag race that on the ice in the Merrill Ice Drag. This is my 3rd year racing, and I set some good personal bests.
That is fantastic. And Anthony, your impairment now is that you don't have much for peripheral vision, which could make it very difficult to compete in these things.
Yes, it is very hard, but in drag racing, all they do is put the pedal to the metal and go straight. So I do admit, I do get that tunnel vision until I cross that finish line, and everything starts to fade back. Now flying, I always look around, keep my head on the swivel, looking for birds, planes, anything.
That's good. I'm so glad that you are here with us today. And you're here with us today because we are supporting the research done at St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, which is shared with hospitals and doctors all over the world. That's why you need to become a partner and help. You can do that by clicking on the link on our website at wdez.com. Anthony, Mom, thank you so much for being with us today. The 12th annual Country Cares for St. Jude Kids Radiothon.
Thanks for having us.